Folks at home, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to head underwater and we're going to talk about why reaction baits work the way that they do, and what situations you want to throw reaction baits, and how you can really upsize your bites doing that. So let's head underwater. We'll see you out there. Alright guys, so when we're talking reaction baits, the gold standard of reaction bait is something that does two things. One, it's going to be a visual reaction, or two, it's going to be a vibration or sound reaction. The jerkbait is so good at drawing reaction bites because it covers both categories. Here's the Berkley Stunna right here, 112, and literally this bait is producing a flash and roll on the twitch, followed by a knock and rattle on the inside. Now, a jerkbait inherently is hitting two things for that bass. One, you see the flashes and rolls of the jerkbait that look and feel like a bait coming through the water. At the same time, that fish is feeling that bait with its lateral line on down its back, and it's feeling that knock. It's feeling the pressure that the bait is changing in the water. I talk all the time about pressure profile on baits, how they're moving water and doing different things. Jerkbaits are doing both of those things. They're moving water, they're knocking and rattling, and they're presenting a visual to those bass. So a bass is going to eat it regardless of if it's hungry or not, because it's hitting that lateral line just right. On the flip side here, we have the Berkley Gilly swim bait, and it is not producing any noise, no rattles, no nothing. But what it's producing is a action that is subtle, that looks just like a bluegill, and it's producing the right water profile. Behind that bait, there is an invisible thing that a bass can see that's flowing through there. And that tail action, that body roll and kick right there, is just like a real bluegill. So it's reacting to that water profile and that visual profile that's so important. That's why big swim baits tend to work so well, because they produce that water pressure change. Then take, for example, glide baits like the Berkley Nessie here, that don't have rattles, don't have a loud profile, but have drawing power because of the size of the bait. So here's the 7-inch Nessie right here. It's not a perfect bait, but it illustrates this drawing power concept well. Sometimes reaction baits are dependent upon the size of the bait. A lot of times big baits, as they come through the water, they leave a huge water profile, and that draws fish in. It's kind of like seductive to them. It pulls them in, they want to see it, investigate it, and sometimes when they feel like it's going to get away or it's an easy meal, they'll eat it just so they can. So that visual, that vibration can become key in reaction bites. Reading what the fish want that day is very important to getting bit. Then you have baits like the ChatterBait, which combine both visual and vibrational draw and really do well in off-colored water where the fish can't see it 100%, but they can find it with that vibration that allows them to really hone in where that bait is. Then when they get close enough, they find that visual effect and they really can latch onto that bait and hunt it down. It's just one of those adaptive techniques that bass have developed to really help them. And so guys, to finish up here, water clarity is often the determining factor when I'm throwing or choosing a bait to throw. If the water is clear, I want to throw something that necessarily has visual appeal and drawing power. When the water's dirty, I want to throw something that vibrates more. If the water's in between, finding one of those baits that bridges both gaps often can become key. We hope you guys are enjoying what we're doing on the channel lately. Hope you're enjoying this underwater footage. Give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.